Hey there, like many of you watching, I might have a thing for vices. Any size of vise, really, they are all so handy. How can you not love the tiny ones, especially hand vises? I just can't get enough. And jokes aside, vises are actually super useful, and recently I found a lot of application even for these tiny hand vises, which I think are more commonly used in jewelry and watchmaking. And about last year, when I was working on the wakizashi, I used this particular hand vise all the time. It really made me appreciate how easy it is to work on small parts with one of these around. This little guy came from a flea market, I think his friends, and it's just beautifully made. And of course, that led me down a rabbit hole of looking for more just like it, and I found out they are surprisingly hard to come by. And instead, I kept finding a variety of large hand vise, which I've also collected in quite a few sizes. Then earlier this year, I was on vacation in Istanbul, and in a thrift shop, I stumbled upon this. Another type of tiny hand vise. I'd only ever seen it online before, so I actually had a screenshot saved because I thought it looked so cool. I'm pretty sure I found it in a Facebook group, but I can't remember exactly where. Anyway, I had to buy it. So let's clean this one up real quick and I'll show you how it works. This design is so clever. I mean, it's obvious how it works, but there's still something ingenious about it. I think this one was made to hold wires with a slot in the jaw and a hole through the whole length of the tool. So here's my plan for this project. I'm going to make a new version of this vise, but with wider jaws like this one. And here's the material I'll be using, just some scrap steel and a piece of ACME threaded rod. Now, I'll say it up front, I am not a machinist, so consider this more like an experiment, and I'm sure there are more efficient ways to make the parts I'll be making. I'm still learning how to use the mill and the lathe, and that's always been my favorite way to learn, just trying things out and of course making mistakes. But if you're interested in learning something new and you want to avoid some of those early challenges, I'm happy to introduce you to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, offering thousands of classes across topics like illustration, design, and productivity. Recently, they've made some exciting updates to make finding the right class easier than ever. Skillshare now features smarter class categories and 3 new topics: creative careers, creative inspiration, and AI and innovation, to help you connect with the skills you want to develop. For example, one class I think you'd enjoy is Fusion 360 for Beginner. It's a great introduction to 3D design, which can be really helpful for DIY and mechanical projects like this one. The class walks you through the basics of Fusion 360 and shows you how you can bring your ideas into 3D life. Skillshare platform is designed for flexibility with on-demand lessons that let you learn at your own pace. They even added features to find classes by specific software and materials, making it easy to dive into exactly what you need. When new members sign up, they share a bit about their interest, and Skillshare surfaces recommended classes tailored to their goals. Moreover, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Great, now let's start machining and make this hand vise. I'll see you at the end of the video. Alright, and that's it for this project. I hope you will enjoy it. I am really happy with how this tiny hand vise turned out, and I know it will come in handy for working on small parts in the future. As far as design goes, I made a few tweaks. I went with a longer handle because I prefer the extra length. And yes, I'd love to have it knurled for a better grip, but I don't have the knurling tool yet. And I guess it will be easy to remount on the lathe and add that when I do get one. The thread is also different. I used ACME thread here instead of the standard M8 because I feel it's sturdier, and I also left out the through hole in the middle. This is not something I'd use often, and as I mentioned, I widened the jaws like I wanted, and I used taper pins instead of straight pins pinned over. I really like taper pin. They hold parts together securely and make it easy to disassemble if needed. And that actually brings up a cool idea. Adding swappable jaws could be an awesome future upgrade. If you have any suggestions for other type of small hand vises I should look into or try making, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I'll see you soon in the next project. Bye bye.